Dear learners, this is the last part of this week, and in this we will see how the writing skills can be improved. At the end, the compilation of the whole project proposal training guide has been the reference has been given, and the screen recording is there, so you can go through what should go, whatever you have studied throughout the week. That particular template is available. It's a book, and you can just see whether it is useful for your NGO or whether it's useful for writing the project proposal or not. So all this you can go through that reference part. So improving writing skills, we have discussed what is the project proposal, the guidelines of the project proposal, writing the project proposal, but it is very important to understand what should go inside the project proposal. There are so many jargons, there are so many words. Even while I'm speaking, I need to choose the right words to communicate the concept properly. Now, if I'm not choosing the right words to communicate, then it would be very difficult for you as a learner to understand what exactly I am saying. So therefore, similarly, while talking, while speaking, you require proper vocabulary to speak proper words, and while writing also you need to be very precise and you need to communicate the exact idea, the exact concept for writing the proposal. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult. We face many problems due to the communication errors which we make, whether it is verbal in nature or whether it is written in nature. In different cases, verbal, written, or the sign languages, whatever the case may be, you'll find that communication plays an important role, and we have discussed the parts of communication in the first course on NGO management. But writing, how to write, that becomes very important. So I'll give you some tips which are required for doing an effective writing for a proposal. And why do we need? We'll start with the concept, why do we need good writing skills? As I said, it helps us to communicate with others properly and in a better way. If the communication is proper, if the communication is not harsh, if the communication is subtle, if the communication is congenial, then it becomes very nice, like reading a good book. How do you define what is good book? If you understand the contents inside the book, then you say it is a good book. You relate to that book, it is a good book. Similarly, it happens with any kind of a communication while writing a good proposal. Effective writing helps in developing thinking skills also. And writing clear messages, it makes it easier to reflect the ideas and thoughts in a proper manner. And this is very, very important for the NGOs. If the NGOs are not able to communicate their ideas, their thoughts, what exactly they want, why they want the funding, then it becomes very difficult for them to generate the funds. Few grammatical errors and spelling mistakes or typographical errors, they do not create a good impression. There may be problems with it, like the funders may think that these people, they are not precise. So it is better to avoid the errors, avoid the mistakes, avoid the typographical errors. If there are one or two, then that can be ignored and overruled. But this should be avoided. So that is why good writing skills are very important for developing a proposal and writing a proposal. Writing helps us in expressing our thoughts precisely, and it helps in preserving the ideas and the plans, which becomes, you can say, the basis for future plans and the projects. Writing also helps in enhancement and refinement of the ideas as well. How to be a good writer? Though I'm giving you the tips, but it is not very easy to be a good writer. One needs to have a lot of good vocabulary, perfect vocabulary, and strong grammatical skills have to be developed. One thing is very important, that everybody may not be a good writer, but one can develop the skills of writing nicely or writing properly. That can be done by practice. And for this, the first thing is developing strong grammatical skills. That means all the grammar which is required in any kind of language, whether the proposal is in English, whether the proposal is in Hindi, whether the proposal is in any of the regional languages. For the regional NGOs, one needs to have strong grammatical skills. One needs to develop the research skills. Now, if you see the news journalists, you must be wondering how they speak, or the print media journalist, how do they write such good words, and how do they communicate with people in general. For this, they require research skills. So your inherent research skills should also be there. You need to research about the data, about the NGO, about the thing you are writing about. One needs to learn the technical skills, because without computers, nothing is working nowadays. Developing listening skills also. If you listen properly, that works more. And improving the vocabulary. These are the quadrants of effective writing. These are the 4 quadrants of the effective writing. You need to know who is your audience. You need to have creativity. You need to have words in your mind, that is the vocabulary, and you need to have technical know-how to edit the errors of the writing. So this is how these quadrants make an effective writing. If all 4 are available with the person who is writing the proposal, then the proposal is bound to be effective in nature. Again, in this case, you need to know your audience. Before drafting any document, one should ensure who is going to read the document. That is very important. And having a strong understanding of the intellectual and the reading levels of your readers whom you are giving the proposal, if you have the idea who they are and what is their intellectual level, then it becomes more easier to write as per their needs and their requirements. Using a kind of language as per the knowledge level of the audience. If the audience is like from a small place, if there's an individual donor who is not well versed, who is not well read, but has enough money to donate or has the zeal to donate, then in that case the language would be simpler in nature, so that the individual funder may understand what has gone inside the proposal. Using a formal tone is writing a business proposal, but ensuring to approach the emotional intellects of the readers makes the proposal more of a voluntary kind. And in business world, it has to be very precise and formal. But for the NGOs, while writing the proposal, it is formal, but it has the emotional tone and approach towards the intellect of the audience to whom the proposal is being prepared for. Creative writing. This involves writing effective documents without using much words, like scripts, like you have the storyboards, which explains a lot of things which the proposal may have. Readers are not interested in reading lengthy documents, so it has to be precise. Incorporating all the information in the documents in fewer words, but it should be precise without compromising with the reliability and meaning of the information. Wise use of words. Avoid repeating same set of words. Using the fillers and repetitive words can annoy the readers, and it is not effective also. It's not one of the best ways to communicate. To retain the interest of the readers, one should use varied terms, the synonyms and the antonyms, so that the proposal becomes more attractive. Using wide vocabulary makes the content renewed, effective and interesting. Editing the document. usually it is said that do not finalize the first draft of writing. It has to be always proofread again and again. Like when we prepare the self-learning materials, even the grammatical errors, they go in, the typographical errors, they go in, despite having proofread the document again and again. So that is why it is very important that proofreading number of times regarding the proposal for making the modifications in the text and correcting the spelling mistakes and the grammatical errors and the typographical errors, it is very important. It strengthens sentence and the paragraph structure also. The complex sentences should not be used, the simple sentences should be used so that the language is quite simple and precise. Grammatical errors and other spelling mistakes can be assumed to be careless attitude of the writer. These are some of the steps which are required for effective writing. First is the research. Second is organizing the content the way we want. I gave you the template in the earlier section. Now you can accordingly organize the content. Then the writing part comes in. Then the proofreading part comes in to edit the whole proposal and finalize it in the formal form. Now let us see how to improve the writing. Improving writing skills is not an easy job, and for this you require a lot of practicing, a lot of thinking, planning for the structure and writing the content. But what happens is, like most of the time we do think, we have many ideas, but we do not practice to write. The ideas just float in the minds and they do not come on paper. So the structure is not formulated, the vocabulary is missing, the content is not prepared. So that is why these 4 components of writing, improving the writing, is very important for all the proposal writers or for any kind of writers. So practicing is very important. How to write, keep on writing. There may be errors in initial stages, but then slowly one develops the idea and the nature how to write. Practicing. When you practice writing, you need to decide what you want to improve, which part you want to improve. For example, the grammatical errors or the vocabulary. Read the work of other writers also. Practice by writing a few words every day. So, challenging yourself to increase the difficulty level. Now we have a lot of word games also. And earlier there was one word game, the board game, which was very popular to improve the vocabulary. Apart from that, if you read the newspapers every day, the paragraph of the newspapers, so you get the idea what and how the writing has to be done. If you keep on practicing, say writing say 5 sentences a day, that makes a lot of difference. The difficulty levels can be increased accordingly. Thinking. Think according to your readers and understand their skill levels. Think how will your writing inspire the readers. Focusing on which problem your document will address. Be clear on the purpose of writing the document. Apart from this, listening is very important. If you want to improve upon certain language, if you keep on listening to that particular language, listening text, listening podcast, listening talks on that particular language, if you keep on listening, then also the writing skills can be improved upon. The structure. The structure deals with the organization of the document for an effective presentation, and it will create the flow in reading. The title of the document should be powerful and attractive to garner the attention of the readers, like it happens in the books. Introduction section should provide the readers with a reason to continue reading ahead. If it is not attention seeking, if it is not capturing the attention of the readers, then the readers are not interested in reading the full proposal. The main body of the document should present the problems and the offered solutions in a creative manner. A storyboard also can be used for this purpose, where a flowchart is there, where the pictorial presentation is there, maybe in half a page. And conclude by highlighting the change which your article has made. Ensure article or the proposal. I'm using the word article here is because for writing we are using the article part. Otherwise it is the proposal which you have made. Ensure the flow of writing and ensure that it is logical and it is not ambiguous or vague in nature. Readers should be able to take some information from your writing. The content. While writing the content, you should ensure the claims which should be based on certain facts, figures and data. While stating an opinion, use strong and powerful words to make an impact on the reader and write simple and meaningful sentences. Avoid using complicated or complex sentences as they lead to ambiguity and the essence of communication is lost while using the complex sentences. Ensuring smooth transitions between the sections, ensuring that the message is clear and concise, making use of strong words and phrases, and being precise and adhering to the purpose of writing makes all the content very useful and effective. There can be some advanced writing skills also, like catchy titles. Make titles more attractive by adding numbers, years, or powerful phrases, preparing the outline, noting down the points you want to convey before you start the writing, using metaphors, it helps in creating an impact. Storytelling, as I said, narrating your content in a form of a story for better retention. Even you can make a small storyboard to start with the writing. Now this is the reference. I have taken it from the particular link, and this reference you can use it for improving the writing skills. Even it is a book, it is used for giving the training for writing a proposal. So it compiles all what we have learned this week, and this would be helpful for you. So just watch this screen recording and you can note down what exactly your NGO requires. Thank you so much and happy learning.